oversee. And some of you may not know. It's been a hard road for her too, because she has an elderly mother that she takes care of, and she's got to run a lot of doctor's appointments, take care of dietary issues and insurance forms and things like that. So it's not an easy thing for her, and she also has a family. So I just want to congratulate her. And,
we love you,
she told me she was going to be a capper, and she is actually a capper, and I'm proud to say congratulations. Like to say or share?
I had some stuff to say.
You get an extra 8 minutes because Emmerich's not here.
I mean, some of you who know me know I'm pretty shy, so I'm not good with speaking to a crowd. But today, it's going to be. I have to thank, first of all, when I first came here, I didn't know anybody but Tyrone. I sat in Tyrone's office. Maybe 3 days later, I asked his permission. He told me, I don't know why you asking me, because you've been here for 3 days. So I said, well, that's because I'm going to sit under you and I'm going to learn from you. So he said, look, I don't have time to be wasted with people who don't want to do stuff. Talk about what they're going to do and they don't do nothing. Amen. So I had a listing. My first deal was a listing. So I said, Tyrone, come with me and go to the listing. He said, well, come on, let me go ahead and show you how to do this. So I had some little suede shoes on, and it was mud, and I'm tipping. And I'm like, Tyrone, how are you doing it? You know, he walking on top of the mud. He said, chop, chop, come here. I gotta go. He said, this is not a fashion show. We are going So he went and got his galoshes and put it on. I said, I gotta go like this. So that was that situation. But on a serious tip, I'm going to say one thing I've learned about sales, and I've been in sales all my life, I've never worked a job, ever. I've always earned my own income. And sales will bring out all of your weaknesses. Every weakness you have, it'll bring it out. As soon as you think you've mastered one, it'll find another one. Okay? So my coming to KWPP was the best thing I could have done. I sat here and figured out, was I going to tell you guys this story? But I think I am. If you're a new agent, pay attention to the small details. I almost wasn't here today. I almost didn't have a license anymore. I sold somebody the wrong condo. And I didn't know because I followed the address that was on the listing. And when I called them to get the code, they gave me the code to the wrong condo. We never went back for a walkthrough. We never did an appraisal. Do your walkthroughs. If your client can't do it for them. Okay? If it wasn't for Pat and Emmerich, I wouldn't be here. They bailed me out and I repaid the debt. So I'm just saying, I wasn't going to tell it. From that point, I went into a depression. I wouldn't work. Back in May, I only needed $900 to cap, and I stopped working. But from the phone calls, from Tyrone, Cecilia pulled me out of that situation because I called her. I talked to Michael Page. We went to a class. He always said, come on, Jan, let's go to class. I went to class. I told him what was wrong. He said, call Belle, she'll help you. I didn't know Cecilia like that. She was the busiest person. I mean, why would she help me? I called her on the phone. I said, Cecilia, I'm in trouble. She called me right back. And I told her what happened. And she said, meet me at the condo today. Went to the condo. She looked at me. She said, Jay, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never seen no mess like this before. She put her hands around me and she said, but boo, we gonna get through it. And I said, I don't know how we gonna get through this. So we went through and we got through. And I'm here today and I'm thankful. And one more person is Michelle. My very first transaction, my whole basement flooded. We had water, swimming, everything. I couldn't make it. Michelle from Wells Fargo, she stood in for me. She did my closing. She was my lender, and she was me. Oh. I was so thankful to her, you know. So it's just people, and it's other people like Brenda Lawson, who's always fussing at me. Every time she sees me, she fusses at me. And you know what I told her last week? I said, you know what, you make me a better person. So I'm good with that, and I think my minutes is probably good. Because a lot of other people ain't so bad.